afternoon, good night, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Um, this is Saturday in Proverbs. Proverbs is the one book in the Bible that has a chapter for every day of the month. There's 31 days in a month, 31 chapters in Proverbs. Now, because I had to go get my eyes checked yesterday, I didn't get a chance do um, do chapter 6 of Proverbs. So today we're gonna do chapter 6 and chapter 7, so we can catch up. Okay, and tomorrow is a really good chapter. Okay, that's where all the goods are in chapter 8. But anyway, um, let's pray and get into the word. Father, thank you for another day around your word, Father. Speak through my mind, speak through my heart, speak through my lips, Father, that I may precisely articulate your word to pierce the hearing of your children, so that we may live the righteous lifestyle that you have ordained for us to live. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Like I said, because we didn't, we got 2 chapters today. Okay, so let's start on chapter 6, verse 1. Now, one of the things that I like to do, when I do my verses is, rather than assume that you know the definition of a word, is to give you a definition so that it add context to what we're talking about. You know, because a lot of people get definitions confused. You know, and that's what I try to avoid. So chapter 6, verse 1. My son, if you become surety for your friend, if you have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, listen to this. Wait a minute. My son, if you become surety for your friend, let's look up that word surety. Surety. A person who takes responsibility for another person's actions. That's when you take responsibility, you co-sign it for somebody else's responsibility. Listen to this. My son, if you become a co-signer for your friend, if you have shaken hands in a pledge for a stranger. Verse 2, you are snared by the words of your mouth. You are taken by the words of your mouth. Verse 3, so do this, my son, and deliver yourself. For you have come into the hand of your friend. Go and humble yourself. Plead with your friend. Verse 4, give not sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Verse 5, deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hand of a hunter, and like a bird from the hand of a fowler. You pay attention and see, you got right now, man, you have so many people that have taken on the responsibility for friends, for family, for neighbors, for co-workers, and it has backfired on them. And now, not only is that person stuck with the responsibility, but they also done lost a relationship because that's going to create some tension. See, that's going to create some disagreement. And matter of fact, might even create some hatred. That's even possible. Verse 6. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Let's look up that word sluggard. 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 A lazy person. Go to the ant, you lazy person. Consider her ways and be wise. Verse 7. Which having no captain, overseer, or ruler. Verse 8. Provides her supplies in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest. Verse 9. How long will you slumber? How long will you sleep, lazy man? How long you gonna sleep? And right now, man, you got some young men right now that are slaves to that bed. That's all they want to do. Sleep, eat, play some videos, and fuck. That's it. That's all they want to do. And get mad because you trying to get them to be responsible, to accept some responsibility. They'll get mad. Turn on you because you trying to get them to do right. Verse 9. How long will you slumber, O sluggard? When will you rise from your sleep? Verse 10. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands. Verse 11. So shall your poverty come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. Let's look up that word prowler. Prowler. A person who moves around in secret is a prowler. A person who moves around in so shall your poverty come to you in secret. You ain't gonna even see it coming. See, thank you, man. See, when poverty hit a lot of these people with money, because the Bible say the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. There's going to be a wealth transfer. And right here, your poverty shall come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. And see, and you got some people right now that ain't used to going through nothing, ain't experienced nothing, ain't had no hard times, and hard times are coming. And a lot of them gonna be jumping off buildings because they can't handle the pressure. See, when you can't handle the pressure, that's what you gonna do. Take your life. It's just that simple. Verse 12. A worthless person, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth. Let me read that again. A worthless person, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth. Let's get a definition of that word perverse so you can understand what he's saying. Perverse. A person or their actions showing a deliberate desire to behave in a way that's unreasonable and unacceptable. All right? Listen. A worthless man, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth. They loud, they rude, they uncontrollable. See, when you start getting to somebody that ain't got no recognition, that they're the loudest one in the building. You hear them coming. And everywhere they go, they got to make a scene. Got to be seen. Got to be a show off. That's a wicked person. Listen, he winks with his eyes. He shuffles his feet. He points with his fingers. Verse 14, perversity is in his heart. He devises evil continually. Man, listen. Let me finish reading this. Because now I'm getting ready to show y'all some people around you. Listen. Wait a minute. Let's look up this word, perversity. I just gave you the definition for perverse. Perversity. Okay, same thing. To a deliberate desire to behave in a way that's unacceptable. You out of control. You got to be seen. You got to be heard. You got to drive down the street with your music blasting. Because you got to be seen. Listen, perversity is in his heart. He devises evil continually, and he sows discord. See, how many people around you are sowing discord? Always got something, a complaint about something or somebody. Ain't never happy with what's going on. Always got a complaint. They sow discord, and that is a wicked person that sows discord. And a lot of y'all call them friends and family. All right, verse 15. Therefore his calamity shall come suddenly. You don't have to seek anything if you doing what you're supposed to do. It'll come to you. You don't need to seek it. That's what's wrong, man. Too many people are selling their souls just to get some recognition or some fame. And said, wait, I'll show you. I'll show you where in the Bible what it says. Okay? I'll show you in the Bible. God say he will give it to you. He will cause you. If you living right, man, you ain't got to seek for nothing. God say he'll cause you to start inheriting wealth. All you got to do is live right. And that's what a struggle is for folk. Listen, verse 15. Therefore his calamity shall come suddenly. Suddenly he shall be broken without remedy. See, listen, man. The Bible say a good man can fall 7 times and get back up again. Here, his calamity shall come suddenly. Suddenly, he shall be broken without remedy. Man, when that's without remedy, that's a lost cause. You got to give up. There's no fixing. You destroyed. Ain't no fixing. But the Bible says a good man can fall 7 times and get back up. But this person, when a wicked man falls, he's broken without remedy. And you wicked by your ways. Let me say that again. See, you wicked by your ways. That's what determines whether you're good or you're wicked, your ways. And that's what people be hiding their ways. See, they'll let you see everything you want to see, but their real ways. Verse 16. These 6 things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are an abomination to him. Listen, a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. Verse 18, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are swift and run into evil, and a false witness who speak lies, and one who sows discord among brethren. These are the people God hates. See, when you sowing discord, oh, you talking about them liberals and them Democrats, them conservatives, them Republicans. This is what you talking about when you sowing discord. See, you trying to divide a group, not bring them together. You trying to divide. And right now, you can make more money dividing people than you can bringing them together. Verse 20. My son, keep your father's command and do not forsake the law of your mother. Verse 21. Bind them continually upon your heart. Tie them around your neck. Verse 22. When you roam, they will lead you. Oh man, let's look up that word roam. Let's look up that word roam. Roam. To go from place to place without direction or purpose. To go place to place without direction or purpose. Listen, my son, keep your father's commands. Do not forsake the law of your mother. Bind them continually upon your heart. Tie them around your neck. In other words, listen to your parents. Don't disrespect your parents. Okay? Because there's a blessing that comes with that. And what do you find today? Most kids don't want to listen to their parents. And when you listen to it. When you roam, when you just out hanging out, ain't got nothing special to do, just having a good time. When you roam, they will lead you. When you sleep, they will keep you. And when you awake, they will speak with you. That's why I keep trying to tell you, man, you got to pay attention to your intuition, because that's God talking to you. And the one thing most folk don't have a relationship is the intuition. They ain't got they couldn't tell you what the voice of their intuition sounds. Don't recognize, don't know it. And the one thing else, something told me that something was the Spirit of God. Listen, all right? Verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law a light. Reproofs of instructions are the way of life. Reproofs, let's look up that word. Reproof. An expression of blame or disapproval. An expression, let's go with disapproval. Listen. For the commandment is a lamp and the law a light. Disapproval of instructions are the way of life. That can't be right. That can't be right. That's the wrong. Let me get this right, y'all. Let's see here. Reproof, an expression of blame. All right, Lord, you're going to have to help me with this one. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to get this right. But listen, reproofs of instructions on a way of life. 24, to keep you from the evil woman, from the flattering tongue of a seductress. Okay? Verse 25. Do not lust after her beauty in your heart, nor let her lure you with her eyelids. Let me read that again. Do not lust after her beauty in your heart, nor let her lure you with her eyelids. Let's look up that word, allure. Allure. The quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive or fascinating. Man, fellas, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. The more, and this is what I've learned over the years, okay? The more makeup a woman has to put on, the more she has to hide. Let me say that again. All right? Okay? Listen to me. The more makeup a woman has to put on, the more she has to hide. You don't know what personality you're dealing with when you catch a woman that's with a whole bunch of makeup and now, and look what it says. Listen. Let me start this again. To keep you from the evil woman, from the flattering tongue of a seductress. What is a seductress? That's a prostitute. Okay? What a seductress? Seductress. A woman who seduces someone, especially for sexual activity. That's a seductress. That's somebody that's out in pursuit. Okay? Listen. To keep you from the evil woman, from the flattering tongue of a seductress, do not lust after her beauty in your heart, nor let her allure you with her eyelids. For by means of a harlot, a man is reduced to a crust of bread. Listen, verse 26. For by means of a harlot, a man is reduced to a crust of bread. Let's look up that word harlot. I don't want to assume that you know, okay? Let's see here. A woman who gives sex to men for money. It's a harlot. Listen. Listen. For by means of a harlot, a prostitute, a man is reduced to a crust of bread, and an adulteress will prey upon his precious life. Verse 27. Can a man take fire to his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Verse 28. Can one walk on hot coals and his feet not be seared? Verse 29. So is he who goes in to his neighbor's wife. Whoever touches her shall not be innocent. And look how much is going on between neighbors. You'd be surprised at who's sleeping with who and they neighbors, and act like they don't even know each other, and screwing like rabbits, and you have no idea. Verse 30. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is starving. Verse 31. Yet when he is found, he must restore sevenfold. He may have to give up all the substance of his house. You're going to jail when you give up all the substance of your house. It's simple as that. Verse 32. Whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks understanding. Let's look up that word, adultery. Let's look up that word. Adultery. Voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not their spouse. That's adultery. When you get out sleeping around. And see, this is what I don't understand, man. If you're really that good, how come everybody can have you? If you're that good, you'll just get with any and everything. If you that good, I'm just asking. If you're truly that good, why are you so easy? It seemed like, you would stand out like a sore thumb if you was hard to get, and people knew you was good. And any and everybody can't get with you, you rare. And right now, man, these kids are doing any and everything. Look, we even got Congress people that file for divorce. They ain't divorced, they done file. But they just openly dating other people. And it's accepted. That's adultery. That's all it is adultery. You're still married. And for somehow we it's become accepted. Listen. Whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks understanding. He who does so destroys his own soul. Verse 33. Wounds and dishonor he will get, and his reproach will not be wiped away. Verse 34. For jealousy is a husband's fury. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. When it getting even. Ain't no, oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. That's too late. Listen, it says, for jealousy is a husband's fury. Let me look up that word, jealousy. I heard that. Jealousy. The state of feeling of being jealous. That's not what it's got to be. It's an insecurity. That's what jealousy is. Jealousy is an insecurity. And you will notice when you get some insecure people around you, they are always uncomfortable with you. They always got to say something about what you're doing and how you do it, because they don't have the same creativity that you got. So that stimulates a lot of jealousy. Okay? Verse 35. He will accept no recompense. Oh man, let's look up that word. Let's look up that word. Recompense. Make amends. Listen, he will accept no, I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I didn't mean it. He ain't accepting that. Nor will he be appeased though you give many gifts. Let me look up that word, appease. Appease. Pacify or placate. So you anything. See, and this just amounts to blackmail. Really, if you really want to look at it, this is blackmail. No matter what you give, they ain't satisfied. They still want more. It's blackmail. There it is right there. All right? That's the end of verse 6, chapter 6. All right? So since today is the 7th, let's get started on chapter 7. Y'all getting 2 for 1 today. Chapter 7, verse 1. My son, keep my words and treasure my commands within you. Keep my commands and live, and my law as the apple of your eye. Verse 3. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Verse 4. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call understanding your nearest kin. Verse 5. That they may keep you, here it is again, from the immoral woman. Okay? Wisdom and understanding is what don't make you walk down that road. You see? See, listen. Listen. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. This is verse 4. And call understanding your nearest kin. Verse 5. That they may keep you from the immoral woman, from the seductress who flatters with her words. And right now, you listen, man, you got some women that can make men think they can jump the moon. I mean that's how powerful they are. You know how convincing they are. I mean, seriously. Okay? Verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my lattice. Verse 7. And saw among the simple, I perceived among the youth, a man devoid of understanding. He out lurking, looking, prowling, trying to get into something. This is the person that he's talking about now. Okay? Passing along the street near her corner, and he took the path to her house. Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and in the dark night. Verse 10. And there a woman met him with the attire of a harlot and a crafty heart. See, listen. The Bible tell you that there's 7 ways in this woman, and you ain't gonna know which way she's coming from or what she's doing. And that shows you the power that women possess. See, people think women don't possess, and that's the women are the key. If you get the women right, man, the men gonna get in line. Get the women right. The men will get in line. Get that poo nanny. That's for real. For real. Okay? Listen. She was loud and rebellious. Her feet would not stay at home. Listen, when you got a woman whose feet won't stay at home, she take that man for granted. Let me say that again. When you got a woman whose feet won't stay at home, or you got a man whose feet won't stay at home, they take that person for granted. They take that person for granted. That's why they out doing whatever they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it, until that person get fed up. Then they want to boo-hoo and cry and want another chance. Okay? Listen. At times, verse 12, she was outside, at times in the open square, lurking at every corner. Verse 13. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an imprudent face she said to him. Verse 14. I have peace offerings with me. Today I have paid my vows. Verse 15. So I came out to meet you and diligently to seek your face, and I have found you. And see, and let me tell you something. And this is the mistake the average young man make. They get caught up in something. See, they think, man, for them to go out and be able to scoop up somebody else's wife, oh man, they big cheese on the block. They big cheese on the block and don't realize, man, you just done destroyed your soul. Because your ego wouldn't let you. What's going on, Edward? How you doing? Okay? And that's your ego. Listen to the lady. I have spread my bed with tapestry, colored covers of Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrhs, aloes, and cinnamons. Verse 18. Come, let us fill of our love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. That's sex. That's sex. Because remember, this is an immoral woman. Listen to what she say. For my husband is not at home. Man, let me tell you. Any man and that gets stuck in another man's house deserves what he gets. Especially if you're trying to go in there and screw. You do good, man. You deserve everything that you get because you don't have no respect. And as you can back here in verse 6, we'll say that jealous husband will not accept no recompense, nor will he be appeased, though you give many gifts. So he can't be satisfied. You can't buy him off because he ain't gonna never be happy. All right? For my husband is not home. He has gone on a long journey. He has taken a bag of money with him and will come home on the appointed day. And this is why so many husbands double back and catch their wives doing some crazy stuff. Verse 21. With her enticing speech, she caused him to yield. With her flattering lips, she seduced him. Because now it's about ego. What? You married? And I can get another man's woman? I can get another man's wife? Oh man, for a young boy? Shoot, that's heaven. To be able to scoop up somebody's wife and not realizing the danger behind it. And let me tell you, there are some real jealous men out here too. Because they feel like if they can't have you, can't nobody have you. I got a friend right now dead because of that. Her husband felt like if he couldn't have her, couldn't nobody have her. And he killed her. Sure did. Killed her. Yes, he did. Tricked her to come over to his grandmama and shot her. And had one of those protective orders too. But she still dead. So, so a jealous husband ain't nothing to play with, nor is a jealous wife, for that matter. A jealous spouse, period, ain't nothing to play with. Okay, verse 22. Immediately he went after her as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. Verse 23. Till an arrow struck his liver. As a bird hastens to a snare, he did not know it would cost him his life. Verse 24. Now therefore listen to me, my children. Pay attention to my words of my mouth. Verse 25. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray in her paths. Verse 26. For she has cast down many wounded, and all who were slain by her were strong men. Oh, listen to this again. Verse 26. For she has cast down many wounded, and all who were slain by her were strong men. Gave in to the temptation. Gave in to the temptation. And this is for all you fellas running around here talking about you in control, And this shows you right here, man. A harlot casts down strong men. And why strong men? Because them the ones that ain't got time. See, them the ones that's got the money to pay for what they want. Okay? They don't have to worry about the courtship and all that other stuff. Because they got money. They can pay for it. All right? Verse 27. Her house is the way to hell, descending to the chambers of death. And that's chapter 7. All right? Listen, man, sometimes this social media is brutal. Sometimes it's real brutal. And if you don't have a heart to do what you do, then you'll get discouraged real quick. Let me say that again. If you don't have the heart to do what you do, man, you'll get discouraged real quick. Just like that, you'll be discouraged. Just like that, discouraged. Okay? And you got to. That's why I keep telling you, man, whatever you do it from your heart. Do it because that's your motivation. That's what inspires you. And that's what will come across genuine. And a lot of people might not accept that. A lot of people might not gravitate to you. But don't you let that change you. Stay the way you are. Be true to yourself. And you will find most folks struggle with being true to themselves. That's why they have to be all these other personalities, because they can't be true to themselves. All right? Man, this is one of the greatest days. You're welcome, man. You're very welcome. This listen to me. You ever want to get some good sleep and some good rest? Today is the day to do it. Turn your phone off, turn your TV off, turn all of that off. See, everybody probably watching the game today. Man, I'm finna go back and get back in this bed, man, and go back to sleep and enjoy myself and meditate and pray. Speak over some stuff and see what happens. All right? All right, man. Thank y'all for joining me.